think it is time to look at the Saints of LA. You had sent me a message about the Saints of LA.
Oh man, here we go.
You had sent me a message about the Saints of LA saying these looked interesting to you, and I've been following them a little bit more as we as the launch happened just a couple of weeks ago. We got DJP in the house, DJ Patrick in the house. That is true, DJ Patrick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So saintsofla.com, this is the website for the Saints of LA. And let's just read what the description is. At Saints of LA, we're not just a project. We're a movement, a community, and a lifestyle. Our journey is about more than just NFTs. It's about capturing the spirit of the vibrant underground culture and translating it into a digital space. We are carefully developing apparel, events, and games IRL. So first question to you, Miguel. What about this project caught your attention that prompted you to use up one of your 300 text messages for the month?
Listen, I have a gripe with Saints for
Saints.
Already, I do. So first of all, it was all over my timeline. Like I could not go on X without seeing somebody post something about the Saints. So I think that they probably spent a whole bunch of money on getting all these people to like post about them. It's number one.
A little hype, right? You think?
Huh?
You think they bought the hype?
Oh yeah, 1,000%.
Okay.
But anyway, so my gripe is that it looks just like DeGods.
Yeah, that was my initial reaction too. And if you're watching on the video, we'll pull up the DeGods collection. But if you're listening on audio on the podcast, you might want to just pull them up as well, side by side. So right now we're looking at Saints of LA. I will say one of the main differences is just the direction that they're facing. I feel like this is like a direct head-on picture, but when you click on DeGods, these are looking to the right, and then they've had some versions that look to the left. But I think the style is so similar in like the weight of the lines and some of the detailing in the face, and I think that's what gives me that connection to think this feels like that. So let's open one up and maybe we can just kind of click back and forth, or let's put them side by side and tile these two, and we'll just get a sense.
Yeah, it's the same style.
It's pretty similar. Let's find another one that's got a little more.
Even the eyes are similar.
A little more face. Let's find some more face here. So something like this. Yeah, there's definitely similarities. I mean, they're people, so I guess you don't stray too far from that when you do it. But yeah, the line, it's like something to me about the line weight that feels so similar across the projects.
Like this, I look at this project and I think about Frank automatically.
Yeah, exactly. I first thought this was a Frank DeGods project when I saw this. And then I kept reading and learned a little bit more about the founder, which we'll take a look at in a second. Something to note about Saints of Los Angeles or Saints of LA, there's only 2,222 of these. And some of their traits are pretty cool, though. I think some of their traits are very different from what we've seen in DeGods. I mean, this Pikachu-looking hat is pretty cool to me, and there's some other cool things there. The founder of this project, his name is Casey Montero. So we're pulling up his X account, which is at KC, the letter K, the letter C, Montero. And he has 549,000 followers, and he's a television host and VIP of content for Kumu and the founder of Saints of LA. So yeah, him being a television host, I think, is what got his popularity started. And he's done a number of things. If you go to their website, he actually has like a 5-minute video just introducing himself, telling where the inspiration and the process was, or the process is, for getting the Saints of LA launched. This launched about 2 weeks ago. A lot has happened since then, but it did sell out, which is great for them. And
the inspiration came from looking at DeGods. That's where it came from.
It could. When you're on their website, they highlight these 4 things: the NFT, games, merch, and events. Now, we've seen the NFTs. The merch, they have a lot of clothing. It definitely feels like that lifestyle brand. And, I think merch is like a thing we've seen for probably 90% of NFT projects. They seem very focused on that. If you're looking on their social media, you'll see a lot of pictures. The games part, this is interesting, though, because here the little description it says is, we're creating games that is not just about gambling. It's about camaraderie. Connect with fellow Saints holders, share strategies, and celebrate victories together. Now, this used to say something about casinos. And the problem with that is it got them delisted from OpenSea. So I'm pulling up a post here on x.com from at Patty Boy Floyd. And this is from just a couple of days ago. But it says latest news from Saints of LA NFT being frozen out by OpenSea. It's because the word casino was mentioned in the project bio. MetaBet's casino affiliate, which nobody even knows the context of how broad and blanketed that statement is. So the casino, they hadn't actually released too much information about what the games were or how they'll be played or how you wager or anything. But I think they were just using that to say, hey, we've got something in the works. And in fact, in the opening video from Casey Montero, he said it's already been developed. He has a lot of Web 2 history, so I think he was looking at how to take an existing Web 2 platform and integrate it with Web 3. So the team has since removed all casino-related verbiage and addressed the matter immediately. They weren't given the time to explain and have since been completely shut out from OpenSea communication. This is intentional and manipulative. And so they moved their project over to Blur, which is just another marketplace, and they're still active there. They're trading about, let's see if we can pull up their website again. Here we go. I think it's trading around 0.1 right now. Yeah, so you've got 252 listed out of 2,222. It's a pretty good holding rate. And they're selling for about 0.1039, something like that. So I am sort of tempted. It's a little FOMO right now.
Don't do it.
I am tempted, but I will not. But I do want to follow this because it is interesting to see how this goes.
It is interesting. I think the artwork's pretty cool. But again, I'm telling you, the moment that I saw it, I thought about Frank. I was like, all right, well, this is a Frank project. And then the more I digged into it, I was like, okay, this is some other guy. And then when I saw the video from the founder, like he is a TV personality, like somewhere in another country, though. It's not even here in the US.
Well, that's okay. NFTs are global.
Oh, I get it. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it? Okay. I'm open to it. I want to keep an eye on it. They've had a lot of traction. I think it's over 100 ETH already that's been accumulated. I think if we look at their OpenSea, let me see. I know the OpenSea is frozen, but it'll show how much. So they had already 160 ETH a couple of days ago, and then since the freeze out from OpenSea, it garnished a little more attention. So that number has continued to move. So I'm just going to quickly scroll through the listings page here just so you can see some of the traits. Some of them do stand out. I think even some of the shirts are cool. The different typography that's on them. Some of these are a little generic with, just a chain or shirtless. But some of these traits really do stand out to me and think like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like I could see myself owning one of those.
Palette too. The color palette is almost the same too.
Yeah, this hairstyle I think I've seen on a DGod somewhere. So, interested to follow along, and I don't know. I'm open.
I don't get why people cannot just be original. Like I just don't get it.
We can't all be rebel ants, Miguel. We can't all be rebel ants.
Just be original.